Good morning, everybody. I wanted to come to you today because I'm actually going to be sharing with you one of my favorite smoothie recipes of all time. My kids absolutely love this smoothie. I've been actually doing this smoothie probably for about 4 years maybe. I've actually perfected it as I went along, taken some things away, added some things. But today I just wanted to share with you all the things that I'm going to be adding in this smoothie. It's a chocolate peanut butter banana smoothie. I don't have a name for it yet, like a fun kid name for a smoothie, but this is definitely my kid's favorite smoothie. I will say in the beginning that I am definitely not a health expert. I just want to share with you what I have found, and hopefully your kids and you as parents will love this too. So let's just go ahead and get started. What I have here is a organic protein powder. It's a vanilla plant-based protein powder. You can use any kind that you want, but this has no soy, no dairy, and it also has hemp seed in it and pumpkin seed. And during this, especially this flu season, virus season, it's very important to load up on zinc because it protects our immune system. So usually I'm just going, it says to do 2 scoops. I'm just going to do 1 scoop today, just because this is an expensive little puppy and I'm going to try to hang on to that as long as I can. So we start with 1 spoonful of that, and then next I'm moving on to an ashwagandha powder. Ashwagandha root powder. It's actually an ancient medicinal herb that has been around for many, many years. And what this does, it has shown to help with anxiety. It helps to show, reduce symptoms of depression. And it's a mood booster. So all these supplements that I'm using, this is just a preference. You do not have to use these. This is just what I have researched and found for my family and what I like to add in the smoothie to help give them some extra nutrients. But this is the ashwagandha root powder. If you have questions, I'll link a link below where you can find out the health benefits of these. And what I am using is safe for kids, which of course I wouldn't be giving it to them if it wasn't. So I do a tablespoon of that into my Vitamix. I'm using a Vitamix today, but you can use a blender or one of those bullet things. That would be fine as well. Next is the really good ingredient. It's the cacao powder. I always do an organic cacao powder, and a lot of people use cocoa powder. The difference between the two is that the cocoa powder is stripped down of its nutrients, where the cacao powder is more of its form, which means you're going to be getting more nutritional value out of this. The cacao powder is a powerhouse when it comes to antioxidants. It actually has 40 times more antioxidants than a cup of blueberries, just in like a couple tablespoons. So I do actually add a couple tablespoons to this. And actually all the supplements I'm using today help aid in reducing blood sugar levels, help with, especially the cacao powder, helps if you have it for a stroke, heart patient, or if you've had problems or you want to prevent heart and stroke. This is a really great thing to take. So I'm going to do 2 heaping tablespoons of the cacao powder. And I like to add my powders first because it blends through once you start blending that in. Last is the Hawaiian Spirulina. I don't know if you can see this. Hawaiian Spirulina, it's a pure Hawaiian Spirulina. Now, this is actually a blue algae. You can do your research online from creditable resources. This actually boosts immunity as well. All these are immune boosters, but there are omega-3s and omega-6s in here as well, fatty acids, which are great for your heart. Spirulina has also been said to help pull out toxic metals and toxic heavy metals in the body. This is really really nice. It's actually an anti-inflammatory as well. I don't use very much of this because if you smell it, it has the funkiest smell, no joke, but very healthy, and I hardly use any of it, and you don't taste it in the smoothie at all. It's awesome. So I'm going to do, I don't even know how much I'd say, probably like 1/4 of a teaspoon, if that. Very small amount. Literally using, like, I don't know if you can see that. Very small amount. Add that right in. Oh, I forgot one thing. I'm gonna add cinnamon. Hold tight. I'll be right back. So I always like to add cinnamon in my smoothies, just a little bit. It's awesome for reducing blood sugar levels, blood pressure. So why not? Let's just add, I usually add about, I'm gonna say 1/2 of a teaspoon in of cinnamon. So that's all of our powders that we're gonna do. Now I'm actually going to add in 2 frozen bananas. I actually, every week that I go to the store, I keep it in a big zippy like this, and I freeze my bananas. And frozen bananas, I like to do them when they're really ripe, and that means, of course, they have a lot of the black spots all over them. So I just break this up. It makes it really sweet, and it makes the smoothie a little bit creamier. So we're just going to add those bananas in there. Now, another secret ingredient that I used to hide from my kids all the time, but now it's no big deal because they love the smoothie. I'm going to be adding in about 2 good handfuls of a baby spinach. Get this over here. I'm going to add about 2 good handfuls like that. Stuff that down in there. Now this serving size is for, I'm not really measuring for, it's actually for 2 big cups like this. So 2 size cups like this, and then or 2 adults and a child. This is a child cup. So not sure exactly what that measures out, but it makes a full blender full of smoothie, regardless of what size of cup you're going to use. Is completely up to you. So now that I have that in, now what we're going to do is we're going to add our, this is a unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I use, if you have a blender, I usually take it up to the number 5 on here. So I'm going to find my number 5. That's usually what I measure it by. So I take it all the way up to the 5. And maybe just a tad over the 5. If you go a little bit over, then that's quite okay. So, yep, it's about right. So a little over the 5, that's perfect. Okay, now mix that in a little bit. Now what I'm going to be doing next is adding our organic creamy peanut butter. You can add any peanut butter you want. You don't have to like do all the ingredients that I'm doing, but this is actually from Aldi. It's the organic non-GMO creamy peanut butter by Simply Nature. This peanut butter, what I love about it, the only 2 ingredients, peanuts and sea salt. You don't want all these other unhealthy oils in your peanut butter. All those oils are hydrogenated, which clog your arteries, and they're just awful for you. So why do that? So this is great in smoothies. So what I like to do is I do, for 3 people, I do 3 tablespoons. For 2 people, 2 tablespoons, and for 1, of course, 1 tablespoon. So it's kind of, the oils separate, so you kind of have to mix it up some. So I'm going to add 3 nice tablespoons right in. And if your kids love chocolate, peanut butter, banana, they're going to love this because it tastes just like a chocolate, peanut butter, banana milkshake. They will love it. And Now, if they do have allergies, of course, do not use the peanut butter. You can do a substitute for that, or you don't have to do any nut butter at all, but any nut butter that you want to use would be fine. We just prefer to do like a little bit more. We just prefer to use the nut butters. So now that that's there, I'm going to set this here. Now I always add, this is another healthy ingredient, is an avocado. This makes the smoothie very creamy and so healthy. As we know, avocados are great. They're extremely healthy for you, great for your heart. I literally just use a half into the whole thing. But I have used a whole one before. If you really want it like that, you can, but I think it has a funny taste, so I would just use a half. So do half in there. Set this to the side. Now we are going to add some vanilla extract. I use pure vanilla extract in this. I would say to use about a teaspoon of a pure vanilla extract. So just add that in. I eyeball it. And then next what I do is add some raw unfiltered honey. I'm almost out of this one, so I have some cute bear honey here. So we're going to add our raw unfiltered honey. I'm going to say about 2 tablespoons, maybe 2.5. So we'll get this going. Actually, we'll do the bear and then we'll add more here in a little bit. So get the bear honey in there. And that just gives it a sweetness. And as we know, honey is extremely good for us as well. So many good anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, antibacterial. Another thing you can add to this, if you want to actually kick up the antioxidant, the anti-inflammatory properties, is you can add 2 tablespoons or a tablespoon of organic, unrefined virgin coconut oil. Thanks. So that's good on that. All right. So I'll be right back. I'm going to add some ice and then we're going to get this blended and I'll show you the end result. Hey, I'm back. I wanted to let you know that I didn't actually tell you in the first part of the video that I added about 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. Actually, I said 2 tablespoons, but you can add 3 tablespoons if you want of the honey. And then I didn't tell you how much ice I added in the blender. I added, I'm going to say like a cup, maybe a little bit more than a cup of cubed ice. So we have our smoothie here. And I'll show you how thick it is. It is super thick, like a chocolate milkshake. So good. And it is my kids' favorite. So I highly recommend this. They love this. They could drink this every single day. Lots of vitamins, minerals, very immune boosting, lots of zinc right now, which they say is very important, especially with all this virus stuff going on. So I just want to let you know, it's the chocolate peanut butter banana smoothie. If you don't want to add all the other little things I did, you can do that, and it's still delicious. But I would say probably swipe out the cocoa powder for the cacao powder, but I'm going to try it. Yes, so good. My favorite too. I'm addicted, so I wanted to share this with you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you have a blessed day, and until next time, bye.